How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Enough. That's enough from you. That's enough. All right. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm actually very nervous. I'm very nervous. Very nervous. So 37 days, I will have been out of prison for an entire year. And I'm not gonna say I miss prison anymore. Because, I mean, there's a lot of problems out here, bills and people. And people. The biggest problem I ever had in prison was somebody thought I was a bitch. Like, that's the biggest thing I ever had going on. And we found out quickly that was not the case. But no, I went to prison for armed robbery. Well, attempted armed robbery. I took a plea deal. I was smart. No, for attempted armed robbery. Just, actual factual, just so you know my comedy comes from a real place. You can Google me. Kevin Maurice Mitchell, you heard the man say it. I robbed this subway right here. And there's another one about 2.7 miles away in Fulham Boulevard, that one as well. And it sounds good, it sounds all dangerous, black guy, got a little meat on me, it sounds cool, armed robbery, But when you get to prison, they expect you to have all your paperwork, So I take all my paperwork, they're reading my statements, and eventually people found out that I committed my robberies with BB guns. So you lose all credibility immediately. It didn't matter after that. It didn't matter. Yeah, no, they called me BB and CO2 for like 2 months. And so, I ended up actually having to get in a couple fights just because, like I said earlier, a couple people thought I was a bitch, which I learned myself I am not. I thought I was a bitch too. I didn't know, This prison, you go, you're scared. I was afraid. And, no, I fought this dude, same build as me, whatever, we got in a fight. Once we drew down, he didn't like it because I shouldn't have drew with him because he was from a gang and I wasn't. So that means, I should have immediately lost the fight. So we were going to have the fight until he was satisfied. So I just lost the next fight. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. I'm not going to lose any credibility. I still get to sleep good at night. I got my meds on. You know what I mean? And then there was one fight where it was dangerous, and my friends know about this fight. It was where I fought Big Raj. Yeah, Big Raj, he lived up to his name. He's 6'3", 360 pounds, 42 years old. And he had 6 years left, so he didn't give a fuck. And no, we were in the same cell. He moved into my cell, which is why I felt disrespected. I was here first. There's rules and regulations in prison. You don't come here trying to tell me how to live in my life, okay? And so he moved in my cell, and we're living good or whatever, but he keeps making slight comments, like, ooh, you stink. I'm like, hold on, time out. I shower twice a day. You got me fucked up, I stink. All right, I buy $5 deodorant, okay? You got the hood. Fuck it. I work in the kitchen, you make $34 a month, okay? $5 deodorant, that's like spending $20 out here for gas, all right? That's just expensive, okay? That's just expensive. So I'm wearing good deodorant, got the good soap. I know I'm smelling good, he's just talking shit. One day I come home, I don't have my own TV because I'm bad, I don't like to listen. That's probably why I ended up where I was. There's a Western going on in the day room. I like country shit. I got a cowboy hat over there. His name is Grandpa. All my friends know about Grandpa, and that's my nigga. Thank you. And so, so I'm sitting there and people get shot at. Oh my God. Western people get shot at. I gotta watch it. Standing at my drawers for like a second. He has something to say. He stands up. It's like, yo, dude, you gonna stand there in your drawers all day? I'm like, yo, dude, you're not gonna talk to me like I'm a bitch. That's what you're not gonna do. You know what I mean? And so he's like, what you want to do about it? I'm like, bro, what you want to do? And so he squares up on me. And I didn't realize at the time that Big Raj had on his Jordans and I had on some sandals. For those of you who don't know, if you've never gotten in a fight, fighting in sandals, unless you're a monk, is not the shit. Okay, you have no traction. Now, fighting in J's, I fought in J's, okay? You just skirt, you got grip, okay? You on the ground all day, okay? There's contact going on. So this man proceeds to beat the shit out of me, right? Because it's 360 pounds, full grip on the ground, okay? I'm getting my ass beat. And I'm sitting there, I got my hands up, I'm trying to, curl up, get my ass whooped, but I don't want the police to come. I don't want to get maced, okay? Being maced is the worst thing ever. I've never been maced before, but I've been in an area where there has been maced previously, and I felt like I got maced, okay? I'm sitting on my bunk, minding my business. Somebody got maced 20 feet away from me. My eyes started watering. I was coughing, not okay. So I'm curling up, waiting on the police to come, waiting on them. I'm just gonna take my ass over like a man. He's 360. Ain't nobody gonna talk shit to me about losing a fight to somebody who's 360. You're not gonna sit here and talk shit to me. You wanna fight that big ass nigga? That's a grizzly nigga. You wanna fight it? You wanna go fight that nigga? Go fight that nigga then. No, you need to talk shit to me. So I'm sitting there taking my ass over like a grown ass man should. And I look out and I see an orderly, right? And he pretending he's sweeping. And so he come out and he looking at me and I'm looking at him like, help, nigga. But he's like, you on your own. And so he looking in and he look in the officer station and one cop is on his computer, he's doing his own thing, and another one's in the bathroom, right? He's like, bro, he looked up, he's like, bro, you're good. No cops are coming, you're good. I said, what, I'm good? He said, bro, you're good. I just stood my bitch ass up. I was like, you better get off me, nigga. And just started swinging my motherfucking life. I was like, you gonna get off me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna lose this fight, but you gonna get your big ass off me. I was like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. I was so sick. He was too big. After that, though, I didn't have to get no more fights. It was this little white boy, he tried me, and then I had... We sitting at the poker table, minding our own business, bro. I'm sitting there minding my business, betting. And he wanted to sit here and check my paperwork. First off, if you're not from my race, you don't ask me about my charges. That's what you don't do in prison. He asked me about my charges. I was like, bro, if you want to know about my charges, you can come up to my cell just like everybody else. Or we can sit here and play poker like grown ass men. What you want to do? And so he wanted to come up to the cell. So I was like, all right, bet. Say less. I put my shoes on that time, you know what I mean? I was ready. Right? And so we go upstairs. And before we go upstairs, you gotta get a sanction because it's two different races, a black and a white. I gotta talk to my car, they gotta talk, whatever. And so my big homie, he come down, he's like, hey bro, talk to the white boy, he's like, hey bro, let me holler at you real quick. Let me talk to you before you go fight Rex. They called me Rex because I got a mohawk. This is dreaded right now, but it was poofy before. And I look like a dinosaur just walking around. And so they called me Rex and he was like, well, before you fight Rex, let me talk to you. And he pointed at Big Raj. He was like, you see Big Raj over there? He was like, yeah. White boy was like, yeah, I see Big Raj. He was like, you see Rex? He was like, they fought. and the white boy was like, when did they fight? He was like, they fought like 2 days ago. And you look at my face, and my face look how it do right now, just sexy as a motherfucker. So you know what I mean? He was like, he looked at me and he looked at Big Raj and he was like, no. Like, that shit don't make no sense. And I was like, yeah, nigga, I'm looking at him like, come to the cell. Like, you know what I mean? Like, last time I got my ass beat, but this time I'm about to have me some fun. You know what I mean? I was excited. I couldn't wait to get out. It was too much drama. Too many people want to fight for no reason. I wanted to fight for no reason all the time. I still want to fight for no reason. I punched a mirror the other day for no reason whatsoever. I woke up and Seinfeld was on TV and he made a bad joke. I was like, this is bullshit! But no, I'm happy to be out. I was happy when I got out. I was so sick of testosterone. I was so sick. Just men everywhere. You wake up just smelling ball sweat. It's just garbage. So I was so happy. I got out, got a job in fast food, working at Jack in the Box. Oh my God. Working at Jack in the Box is great. You get free food because, manager wasn't there most of the time anyway. And I was single, so I'm not single no more. Sorry, ladies, you missed your opportunity. But I was single, so it was free to fucking mingle, doing what I want to do. So I'm in the drive-thru, so I'm first contact. We only got one window at Jack in the Box, so you get your food here, you pay out here, you're talking to me only. You know what I mean? It's all me. And so I ended up having to quit that job because I was playing with fire and ended up getting my stupid ass burnt. That's why I used to be lighter than this, but I'm darker now. I got burnt because I was at Jack in the Box. I'm in the drive-thru and I'm minding my own business. Girl come through. She sound real good on the speakerphone. They old outdated speakerphone from like the '90s. So everybody sound good. She come through. She sounded good. And I was like, ooh, how you doing? What she want? She ordered 2 tacos and a medium fry, right? And I was like, no problem. And no problem. We drop them right then and there, make sure they're nice, fresh and crispy, right? And she pulled up to the window. I'm still flirting, like, hey, how you doing? I'm getting ready to slide my phone out, but before I slide my phone out, I'll give her an order. Like, here, here's your food, make sure it's good, I want the compliments, I want her to be like, ooh, you made it right. I'm trying to get in there, trying to get in that car. She had an Acura, white. I want to be in the passenger seat, bump that ox. They got good bass in the Acuras. And so I'm getting ready to hand her my phone. I was so close. But she took her mask off to bite a taco. She ain't had no teeth. Ooh, she ain't had no teeth. Bitch, you can't get no denture, no nothing. How you gonna eat a taco? You gonna gun the taco down? We made them crunchy too. That's why I was mad because she asked for them crunchy. So I was like, why would you ask for them crunchy if you was gonna suck on it? You know what I mean? And that's not sexy to me. That's not sexy to me if you gonna sit here and suck on this taco in front of me. So what I did, right? I didn't have no restraint. I just closed the window, right? Because she can't go nowhere. She's still waiting on the. I just closed the window, right? I walked right back to my boss's station. I went, got on my phone, called her. I was like, hey boss, this is a great corporation that you guys have here. I'm so happy to work here, but I can no longer be employed here. She knew where I worked. Y'all had me fucked up. She was going to be sitting in the parking lot. Yeah, no, I left immediately because I was spitting a good game. I was talking nasty. I was like, oh yeah, nah, we can do whatever. And nah, she had no teeth. I was very uncomfortable with that. Very uncomfortable. So I'm happy. I finally got out the game, and I have a lady now. This is my lady right here, Patience. I'll give her some love. She didn't like a single second of that. She didn't like it. She's very introverted. She likes to keep to herself, mind her own business, which is opposite of me because I'm always in everybody's business. I'm a felon, but anytime I see the police, I'm like, ooh, what they doing? She's like, come on, let's go. I'm like, no, let's wait. Pull out your phone. It's crazy. I didn't know, I guess relationships changed when I went to prison. Because when I went to prison, it was like a great understanding, you know what I mean? It was a genuine understanding of mutual, conditions, you know what I mean? But I got out today, and now, if my lady's having a problem, we having a problem. I didn't understand this shit because I'm having a problem. I'm dealing with that shit by myself. I don't understand. When did it change? When did it go from everybody working it out when everybody get angry to it, just y'all? It gets to the point to now I'm getting woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go get food at this point. She's snapping me, hey, give me a go-go squeeze. What the fuck do you mean go get you a go-go squeeze? Bitch, I'm trying to sleep. What do you mean go get you a go? It's applesauce. I'm not giving you no applesauce at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not giving you no applesauce. I'm sorry, that's not what I'm about. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not available for it. I'm not available, but I gotta realize that at the end of the day, that's my woman. I'm gonna cater to her regardless because she had my baby, so I'm stuck there. And, Thank you. I did everything I wanted to do when I got out of prison. I rode to California, and I got to go pregnant. That's all I wanted to do. I am happy and satisfied. If God came down and the rapture happened right now, I'd be out like this. I am happy. I'm real nervous about being a dad, though. I don't know if that's a regular thing. I'm pretty sure it is if you read the magazines and tabloids. I'm just real nervous that my kid will grow up and resent something I did. I smoke a lot of weed, right? And so I don't want thank you. I don't want my baby to grow up and be like, oh no, I hate the smell of weed. Because then he'll never want to come over. Because my house is always gonna, everything associated with me smells like weed. I went to work today. I started sweating and people were like, who's smoking? I was like, oh my bad, fam. Let me just wipe that off. My bad. It's the THC is coming through my pores. So, I smoke a lot. I smoke before I got on stage. I'm gonna smoke when I get off.
Yeah.
Thank you. Smoking is mandatory. I have ADHD, right? I don't know, for those of you that know. For those of you that don't know what ADHD is, pretty much think of a beehive, and then think of just 80. You don't have to make a shitload of bees, because bees are scary as fuck, right? But just 80 bees. And so pretty much think of my brain, I have 80 bees going on, right? And each individual bee can hold on to an individual thought, right? So at this very moment, right, you're laughing and shaking your leg, taking a drink. There's a lady walking out, they're making food. Because I am sober, he just flashed a light at me right now. You know what I mean? And there's a whole bunch of shit going on. like traffic. They're picking up on a whole bunch of shit. So I gotta smoke. I gotta run and do my veins constantly. My lady understands that when I say I'm ready to smoke, I'm ready to fucking smoke. Like, it's got to the point to like she wins on every other argument. You know what I mean? She's hungry, I'll get my stupid ass up. She's tired, we're going to bed. You know what I mean? Whatever. But when I say I'm ready to smoke, it doesn't fucking matter. I'll leave it out. You know what I mean? I'm gone. Like I'm on a fucking mission. Because you know, we stay in an area to where you just can't smoke just where you are. You know what I mean? They don't like the the aroma of marijuana, which I find quite retarded. Because like that's that's one of the first things they do when you go to the weed shop. They're like, you want to smell it? Hell yeah, I want to smell it. Can you put it closer to my nose? Here, let me take this mask off right quick. And so it's like a 15, 20-minute walk to the park. So like, nigga, I'm gone. I'm not sitting here waiting. It's cold. It's raining. I'm not waiting on you. I'm black, and for those of you that don't know, black people do not like to be cold. They don't like to be wet. I don't like to be wet. I can't stand being wet. Of all things, don't ever throw any water at me. I don't care. You throw ice cube at me. You throw ice cube at me. Go ahead. Test that motherfucker. But if there's some water, it's gonna splash. I'm gonna be wet. Even if it's just a little bit, I'm gonna just be upset. Be upset. So like growing up, like I've been in Oregon technically for 6 years. I was in prison for 4 years. You can count it if you want to. I kind of do, kind of don't. It was whack. But being here, I did my sophomore and junior and a little bit of my senior year here before I went to prison because I'm a fucking thug. I'm not a thug at all. That's the funny part. We're growing up, and I didn't realize that like out here when I first got out here in 2016. That like there's not really any like natives, like there's no black people. Like you guys just don't have any. Like it's not like you go to Eugene, there's some. You go to Portland, there's a grip. You know what I mean? But there's no in between. Like there's you guys don't have an in between here in Portland. You know what I mean? If you're not wearing a football jersey, you do not belong on the streets. You know what I mean? That's just how black people are run in Corvallis. And so like when I'm walking down the street going to fucking Fred Meyer. And I see white people staring at me. I'm from California, you know what I mean? Shout out to anybody who's not from Oregon. Fuck yeah, because I'm sorry, I love this state, dude. You guys have great weed, but it's so fucking wet here. It's so fucking cold. I fucking hate it. But anyway, I'm walking to Fred Meyer, minding my business, and black people are staring. White people are staring at me. I'm from Cali, dude. If you're staring at me, I'm staring back. I don't give a fuck what you riding in. You got a lifted truck or a fucking lowered Honda, dude. I don't give a fuck. So I'm staring back. Like, what the fuck are you looking at, bro? Like, all the way around the corner. And my sister's telling me like, yo, you're scaring people. I'm like, no, people are scaring me. Like, they're staring at me. What the fuck? And she's like, no, like they just don't see black people. Like you guys just never. Just like see one just out in the dead, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Like just living his life, you know what I mean? Like it's like kind of like going to the zoo, you feel me? Like you don't just see a tiger just fucking, you know what I mean? Just cruising, you know what I mean? It's fine. So it's like, it's really exciting. And so one day she can attest to this because she was there. I've known her for 6 years, ladies and gentlemen. This is a long time, all right? And we were walking down the street. Both of our families were walking down the street, minding our business. We're on our way to Fred Meyer, dude. We're about to go get some weed, we're about to go get some food, we're about to come back, smoke, eat. That's what we're supposed to do, right? We've been doing this for a long time, okay? So we're getting ready, and as we're walking, it's like 8 black people, right? 8 niggas, right? We got babies and shit, right? So everybody's like, we're walking down the street, mind our business. I got my speaker, her uncle's got his speaker, playing 2 different songs. We're black, we don't care, we're just being loud. And so, walking down the street, and like literally, I shit you not, on Kings, dude, it's just a whole parade of cars. And they're just like driving past, and they're just driving hella slow. And I'm looking back, I'm like, yo, like everybody looking, white people, I shit you not. People start pulling out camera phones and like pointing, and they're like looking, like look, like there's a family of black people, like look, oh my God, they really exist. Like they couldn't believe that we could be like in a habitat and be peaceful. You know what I mean? Like we were just on, we was on our way to the grocery store. People like shit you not, people start throwing like jars of weed out the window and shit. And there's like pieces of chicken coming out. We're on the way to the store, we just fucking turn around, and we're just like, pick this shit up, man. I'm fucking out of here. Blunt wraps are flying and shit. I almost got in a fight with a white boy over not getting some weed one time. I'm sitting at the bus stop waiting for the bus to go to school. And he was like, yo, bro, you smoking? I was like, nah, bro, I'm good. Like, I'm good. I don't have no weed. He was like, oh, bro, here, I got an eighth. But it didn't look like it was like a good eighth, you know what I mean? If you smoke, you know what I'm talking about. Where it don't look like it's a good eighth, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not touching that shit. You know what I mean? And I'm like, nah, bro, like, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fine. I can just wait till I re-up. You know what I mean? He's like, nah, bro, take this. I'm I'm like, bro, you gonna back the fuck up off me right quick. Like, you stepping a little too close. He's like, nah, bro, you need my weed. I'm like, no, I don't. You know what I mean? Please don't step closer before I sock you in the mouth. Alright, I'm not about to sit here and be forced to smoke your marijuana. That's just what's not happening. That's what's not happening. But I'm great that I smoke a lot, and that's definitely due to one of my friends. I truly want to give him a shout out. I don't know how much time I have left, but close it up right now. I want to give a shout out to one of my friends. His name is Alex Gudmundsson. Oh my God, saying his last name is. It's like trying to speak Spanish and Italian at the same time. It's not okay. But him and my friend Derek, dude, they used to come down and smoke us out all the time. Just me though, like my friend Derek, he went to school here, pharmaceuticals. He was so fucking smart. He just wants to learn like a new way to trip people out. Like that's really all he's motivated about. He doesn't want to learn how to cure cancer. He doesn't want to learn how to make you feel better. He wants to get you really fucked up. Okay, so. Him and Alex have been friends since forever, and so Alex lives always hella far. Right now, Alex lives in Gaston, which if you look it up, is an hour and 42 minutes away. And literally, I'm out here, and I'm like, yo, dude, like I was gonna be homeless for a second, and I didn't have a job, I had nowhere to live, we weren't together, and you know, I was really down in my life, and Alex came all the way from Gaston, and he found out I was gonna be homeless at 11 o'clock, and he showed up here at 1 o'clock. He was here at 1:12. It was dead ass 1:12. I'm sitting there smoking a bowl, knocking on my door. I was like, who the fuck is at my door, dude? And then as it was Alex, and he's like, yo, dude, I heard you were gonna be homeless, not on my watch. And he drove my bitch ass all the way up to Gaston. I slept on his couch. He helped me buy my motorcycle, if you really want to be honest. He bought my motorcycle. And he's been the one that's been supporting me in time, and he's down right now. He's feeling really bad. But I really want to give him a shout out because that's my fucking dude. So if you guys can clap it up for Alex. I wouldn't be anywhere without the support that I have. I wouldn't be anywhere with the family that I have. I wouldn't be anywhere with the fans that I have. I already have like 4 or 5 fans in the back. Already. Thank you so much. My name's Maurice. You guys